Good morning, good afternoon, and happy Friday. Welcome to today's WOD. We've got a lot of good stuff in store. We've got inverted body control for our skill today, and then we have 3 5-minute couplets for our workout. So let's get started. We're going to walk over to the equipment list so that you can start setting up if you haven't already for today's workout. Let's talk about what are you going to need today, today's equipment. Well, for a skill, you will either need a wall or a course marked out for handstand walking. We are going upside down today, and so you'll want one or the other. For our workout today, we do have handstand push-ups. So if you do them on the wall, you'll want a wall, or a box if that's where you perform your handstand push-ups. 75 feet marked out if you're level 2, 50 feet if you're marked out for level 1. And you can walk that out if you want, whether you're inside or outside. Every stride is about 3 feet. And so you could figure out how far that is for you. You're going to need 1 dumbbell. For level 2 guys, it's 35. Level 2 ladies, it's 25. Level 1 men, it's 25. Level 1 ladies is 15. You're also going to need a jump rope. If you don't have one, you'll want to get some sort of setup where you can mimic jump roping. And then lastly, 1 more dumbbell. This is a heavier dumbbell. 50 for the men, 35 for the ladies level 2, 35 for the men, 20 for the ladies level 1. So you really need 2 dumbbells of differing weights. For our warm-up today, we are going to spend 2 minutes on your jump rope. If you don't have one, you can jog in place, go out for a jog, or do something that mimics jump rope. We've got air squats, walkouts, plank shoulder taps, plank back kicks, easy squat jumps, and easy broad jumps. And then we're going to get on either a PVC pipe or a band, and we're just going to stretch with that, doing some dynamic exercises. Now let's walk over and get a little bit more specific. I do want you to write out your rep schemes today because there's a bunch of different levels here. You want to figure out what the best one is for you. As I mentioned, the skill is the inverted body control, and you will fall into one of the 3 levels here. Level 1 is that you are working on wall planks, wall walks, or a handstand at the wall. Level 2 is that you do have a handstand hold on the wall, and today you're going to do a little bit of handstand walk practice. Level 3 is you are able to handstand walk 25 feet unbroken, and so you're going to do what we call handstand walk endurance. For 7 minutes, you're going to see how far can you walk in that amount of time. Okay, so these are the 3 things. Choose which is the best level for you. Now, here we move on into our 5-minute AMRAPs. Each of these will be an AMRAP, and as I said, it's a couplet. Write out your rep scheme for you personally. In the first 5 minutes, you're either going to complete 10 handstand push-ups on the wall, 15 box handstand push-ups, or if you're a level 1 athlete, 10 box handstand push-ups. Then we're going to follow that with a 75-foot broad jump. If you're level 1, that'll be 50 feet. Then we're going to rest 3 minutes. Our second 5-minute couplet, you're going to complete 10 dumbbell push-up in rows, 5 on your right and 5 on your left. And you can see the weights that are listed there. Remember, this is only 1 dumbbell today. And so I will demonstrate that in a little bit. Afterward, you're going to perform 25 dubs or 50 single unders, 30 single unders if you're level 1. So that's where the jump rope comes in. So write out your rep scheme for couplet number 2. Then we're going to rest 3 minutes, and we're going to have a third 5-minute couplet, the last one. And we're going to do 10 dumbbell hang clean and jerks, 5 on your right and 5 on your left. This is where that heavier dumbbell comes into play. 50 for the guys, 35 for the ladies, 35 for the guys level 1, or 20 for the ladies. And then you're going to complete 20 jump squats or air squats, depending on your level. Okay, so you want to make sure that you've got all of your reps written out for you, and that you have a weight that will work for each of those. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get into our jump rope piece of today's warm-up. I do have Lysandra here with me, who's going to help me out. And so I just want to get a 2-minute clock going. Go ahead and grab your jump rope, and you don't have to jump for the entire 2 minutes, but just enough to get your heart rate up and to feel like you're starting to warm up. All right. All right, that 2-minute clock is a rolling. We've got about 30 seconds here. All right. You can put that jump rope to the side. We'll hold on to that for later use. And then when you're done, just join me with some air squats here. Trying to loosen up your legs, get your hips down. Let's do 5 more. Last one. Okay, we're gonna do some walkouts here. You're gonna simply walk down your legs, walk out to a plank, walk back as close as you can to your feet, and then stand up. And that will be 1. So let's do 3 more of these. From here, we're gonna walk back out into the plank, and we're gonna do some shoulder taps. So in this plank, you're gonna reach up and tap the opposite shoulder. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just hold that plank, and now we're gonna back kick. Just gonna lift one heel and then the other. One more each side. And let's go ahead and stand back up. And then from here, we're gonna do 5 easy squat jumps. So just a little squat and a little jump. One more. And then we're gonna do 5 easy broad jumps. We're just gonna jump forward. Just easy. After you've done about 5 to 8 of those, shake your legs out. If you do have a PVC pipe, go ahead and grab one. If not, if you've got a band, find that. That will help too. Some sort of pole at your home. And we're just gonna take some time to stretch here. So if you're following along with me, some pass-throughs. You don't have to though. If there's some exercises that you really like, just go for it. I'm gonna go into some washer twists here. And then leaning side to side. And then I am gonna fold in half. I'm gonna fold in half and stay down here, and then I'm gonna twist down here. Okay, go ahead and stand up. If you need to, stretch your quads, a few butt kickers while we're putting this PVC pipe away. And then what I'm gonna do is talk through the different levels for our skill session today. So we are going to put a 15-minute running clock on. And during that time, you're going to work on your level. So let's start with level 1. If you are a level 1 athlete, and today you're going to be doing a wall plank, I want you to try to build your endurance in the amount of time you can hold your plank. So feel free to start with a few like 5-second or 10-second holds here. You're just holding it and then standing up. And then I want you to progress. Can you do 15 seconds? Can you hold it for 20 seconds? Can you hold it for 30 seconds? And just see how long you can hold it, taking breaks in between. If you're working on wall walks, your goal will be to complete 12 of them in the 15 minutes. So one every minute, maybe a little bit more. So we're here and we're walking the hands toward the wall, shooting to touch your nose if possible to it, and then working on taking the hands away from the wall and standing up with it. This is a really good transition exercise to the handstand practice, like being able to come back to the wall and then taking those first hand steps away from the wall really sets you up well for handstand walking. So if you're doing wall walks and you get to the wall and you're like, yeah, I got to the wall, but you're having trouble coming away from the wall, that's the piece that I want you to work on today. Then those of you that can do a handstand hold, go ahead and do one, and then you're gonna work on handstand practice. One way of doing that is kicking up to the hold and then trying to move your hands like this. That's one way that you can practice it. The other is to start a little bit away from the wall and then to walk toward it. So kicking up here and then walking toward the wall is a good way to start working on the handstand practice. And you could have, you know, several feet. You could add, in our case, we could add another mat and be further away from the wall and walk toward it. The other is just to get out in an open space and to try to kick up and to work on your balance. Remember, for the handstand walk, you do want to feel that balanced handstand before you start to walk. If you try to kick up and walk, it's really hard to maintain that just because your center of gravity either goes too fast and you fall over, or it's just not there enough and you can't kick up until you're balanced, okay? And then for those of you that have that handstand walk, you've been handstand walking for a while, I want you to spend the first 5 to 7 minutes just warming up, getting upside down, moving a little bit. And then when you see the last 7 minutes start up, and from 7 minutes to 0, you're gonna work on how far you can walk during that 7 minutes, okay? That's a max effort distance on your handstand walk. And those are the 3 levels that I want you to work on, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and get that 15-minute clock started here. And we're gonna dive into our skill session as well as yours. And let's just see what we can do. Okay. I just started the clock here. You can see it. 3, 2, 1, and go. That's our 15-minute clock.
like how long you're holding it. Yeah, you'll want to take some good breaks in between. If you try turning it out so your thumb is pointed forward, see if that helps. It's probably just from all the exercise. I wanted to comment yesterday. I was little everything. Well, why don't you do something different then? Instead of doing full body on your hands, did it hurt when we did the plank in the warm up? No? Okay, then let's just go back to those. So take your hands out further from the wall. Okay. So you're more in a plank. More. And see if you can get your feet up against the wall. Is that better? Yeah. The lower your feet are, then the easier it'll be on the wrists.
Yeah, and I would just stick with a 10-second hold and don't do more of those. And honestly, you should probably do maybe 10 of those total. So it's okay to rest in between. You and I are going to want to practice today's movements because they're with the dumbbell. So I'll show you what they look like while you're resting. Yeah, it just swings through and then it goes over the head. Take at least a minute break. Wait until it says 9:20 or 9:30, and then you can do another one, and don't do any more beyond that. So whenever you get down, look, wait a minute, just hang out. You can do wrist rolls, shake it out, just give them rest. All right, for those of you that are gonna do handstand endurance, you've got a couple minutes to warm up. And then when that 7-minute clock hits, we're gonna get you started. If you are completing your wall walks or your handstand wall plank or handstand hold wall plank, make sure you're taking about a minute rest in between. You're probably gonna need that. All right, for those of you doing the handstand walk, we've got about 20 seconds. Get ready. And 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we've got 4.5 on our clock here. We're getting close. If you've been doing wall walks, wall planks, do 2 more. And then we're gonna get set up for today's workout. For those of you that are still handstand walking, shake it out, catch a breath, keep going. Even if it starts falling apart and you can't hold the distance anymore, that's okay. That's part of this piece of the skill, is just to keep moving, keep working it. All right, that clock is almost done. We've got under 2 minutes. 90 seconds. Last minute. Let's go, you guys. Thirty seconds. If you're doing that handstand walk, you need to give me a couple more good efforts before this time runs out. Maybe one good effort, right? And keep moving for 20 seconds. Last 15, or excuse me, 10 now. And 3, 2, 1, time. All right. You're doing your handstand walk, you're probably on the ground right now, resting, which is a good thing. You want to tally up your distance, and then you can report that in when we list the workout of the day. All right, for those of you that are rested, I'm going to go ahead and program our clock. Remember, we're going to be doing 5-minute AMRAPs today with 3 minutes of rest in between. And we're gonna do 3 of these. So let's go through the movements, what they're gonna look like. Let's talk about the first couplet. The first couplet is gonna be handstand push-ups and broad jumps. So for those of you that are handstand walking, you're gonna be doing your handstand push-ups on the wall. Remember to utilize your kip, so you're bringing those knees in tight and that hip pop, right? So we're really utilizing the power that we're producing here to help us get off of our headstand, and then we can lock out. So I want you to work on that. You're gonna shoot those feet toward the wall, and they should be the only thing that touch. Your heels should be what's touching against the wall. All right, you're gonna complete 10 of those. If not, if you're not on the wall, you're gonna be here on the box. Keep in mind that when we do the box push-up, the idea is that you're creating a half handstand. So you're getting as close to the box as you can to mimic a handstand by taking, and of course, taking the leg weight off of this. So the closer you can get your hands to the box, the better. The higher the box, the better, although it is harder. If you want to transition to a pike, definitely a good transition movement here, and definitely a little harder. So we're creating that half handstand position and allowing the upper body to do the push-up in that inverted position. So if you're going level 2, you're gonna complete 15 of these if you're on your knees. If you're on your feet, you can do 10, that's fine. And if you are level 1, you can do 10 on your knees. All right, so that's the box handstand push-up. The second piece is the broad jump. So the broad jump is just meant like the feet are wide, you swing back and you jump forward. That is our broad jump. And I have a course laid out here for Lysandra. She's gonna start on 1 cone, jump, turn around, and jump back to that original cone. You can start on either side, doesn't matter. And that's it. That's gonna be our first 5-minute AMRAP, the handstand push-up and the broad jumps, okay? Moving into the second couplet. You're going to take your lighter dumbbell, which I'm gonna have you use a 12, and then you're gonna use this one for your heavier one. So if you wanna go grab a 12. We're going to do a dumbbell push-up and row. Now, if you've been with us, we've done these before, but today we're only going to use 1 dumbbell. It's not going to be both. Woohoo! And you're going to repeat one side 5 times, and then you're going to move that dumbbell to the other side and repeat it 5 times. So this movement should look like this, where you're set up in your push-up, you're going to do your push-up, and then you're going to pull. That would be 1, 2, and you'll complete all 5 reps on one side, and then you'll switch. That dumbbell will go in the other hand, and then you'll do the 5 on the other side. If you need to do these on your knees, that's fine. Just keep your core tight so that you can lift that dumbbell. So that's gonna be movement 1. Movement 2 is gonna be on your jump rope. You're either gonna perform 30 double unders, or I think it's 50 single unders, or if you're level 1, it'll be 30 single unders. So we're here. If you don't have a jump rope, then you're trying to find either a little platform that you can jump up and down, or maybe a line on the floor where you can jump and mimic the jump rope. All right, that is going to be couplet number 2. So you'll do 10 of these, and then your quantity, depending on your skill level, either 30, 50, or 30. Then in couplet number 3, you'll need a heavier dumbbell. Again, it's just a single dumbbell, and we're gonna do a hang, clean, and jerk. So the first thing you do is you're gonna pick it up, and then you're gonna swing it through your legs, come to the shoulders and overhead. 1, swing through the legs. 2, 3. You'll do all 5 on one side, and then you'll switch, and you'll go other direction. Remember, it's a hang, so you wanna keep that dumbbell above your knees. And then you wanna make sure that you come to full lockout. Knees are locked out, elbows are locked out before it comes back down. After you've done 5 on each side, then you're either gonna do 20 jump squats. They don't have to be huge jumps, or no jump at all, and just 20 air squats, just like this. And that's going to be our third couplet. So I want to give everybody a couple of minutes to practice, particularly the push up and row and what I just demonstrated, that hang, clean, and jerk. And then we're going to get things started. I'm just cleaning this weight for you so that you can use it for your hang, clean, and jerks. Walk your hands out a little bit and see if it's better. Turn it on its side and make it a little lower. That should help. Yeah, plus it's a wider base too. That's helpful. Yes. And for today, I'm just going to have you do 10 of those. They don't have to be all in a row. Yes, getting on and off the box is a skill in and of itself. Trying to figure out how to do that. And then if you could turn your hands to the side, see if that helps. If not, we do have these little platforms you can hold, and it helps keep your wrist in a neutral position. So you can try these as well. Any better? They're a little bit angled. So the one on your left is angled down and the one on your right is angled up. It might feel weird. You might want to change one of them if it feels odd to you. Okay. It's all right. That's why we're here working on it. It's only 5 minutes. That's the other thing that's nice. I do want you to practice these hang, clean, and jerks. I want to make sure that you feel okay with these. Try that one first. Since this is a new movement for you. Yeah, you're going to pit stop at the shoulder and then go overhead with it. But yeah. Try the other arm. I think you should stick with that weight for the left arm stake. So. Yeah, on the knees. And then you may want to use this again. Yeah, so that your other hand has, like the dumbbell's going to give you that neutral alignment, and you probably will need the little parallel to help the other side. And then you're going to pull it. Yes, and you'll do 5 on one side and then you'll switch and then you'll do 5 on the other. Just do what you can. If we need to go lighter, that's fine. It's 5 minutes. So let's just see what happens. Okay, so for part 1, the first couplet, we're going to do 10 of these. Then you're going to go to the cone. You're going to broad jump to 1 cone and then broad jump back. So just, you know, it doesn't have to be huge. You're just moving those feet forward. Okay. Yep, just like that. And that's it. That's all you're going to do. Box handstand push-ups and that broad jump back and forth. Okay, let's just start there. And for those of you that are ready, we're going to get this party started. Handstand push-ups and broad jumps. Stand by. And begin. 5-minute clock. All right, we passed that halfway point. That's good. We got a little over 2 minutes on our clock.
3 and 10.
All right, so we're taking that 3-minute rest. Write down your score. Here, Lysandra got 3 and 10. We're resting up for couplet 2. Couplet 2 starts with the push-up dumbbell row. Yep, I had to check the board myself. So we're gonna start that push-up and row. You're gonna do 5 on each side, and then you're gonna hit the jump rope. I was wrong about the dubs quantity. If you're doing double unders, it's 25. So it'll be 5, 5, 25. If you're doing single unders, 5, 5, 50. And then if you're level 1, it'll be 5, 5, and 30 single unders. That's couplet number 2. That's all you need to think about. Enjoy your rest. Got about a minute here.
Like right here. I don't know why I'm so weak.
We're building strength. That's the process. Well, we'll roll it out at the end. It gets a little bit better. All right, 10 and 30. You're gonna do 50? How easy is it coming along? All right, let's figure it out. 2, 1, and here we go. Second 5 minutes.
seconds. Seconds.
Okay, we're taking that second rest. 3, 2, and 28. Great. Okay, so we've made it through 2. We made it through 2. We got 1 left. This one you can practically do in place, right? These are our hang, clean, and jerks, 5 on each side, and then put the weight down, and then 20 jump squats. Shake out those legs, and then go and do it again, okay? All right, 1 more minute. All right, you guys, here we go. 1 more, 5-minute AMRAP. 2, 1, go. Last 5 minutes. That's it. That's good, Lysandra.
right, so that wraps up our workout.
All right, if you couldn't hear what I said, we would love to see your score on how you did on this workout in our Facebook group, the 1088 member Facebook group. We will post a link, right, to this workout. And then we also post a leaderboard. And so you can post your results on either of those. And if you're stretching with me, we've already been stretching, right? See if you can find a balance. Pull that leg back. If not, grab onto something, somebody. Stand real tall, push your hips forward. And go ahead and release. Other side here. I'm going to encourage you to be exercising at least twice a week. That's like minimum maintenance, just to keep your strength up, your endurance up, and then to de-stress. That's important. Shake out your legs. Find something you can put your foot on. This time, whoop, instead of just doing a hamstring, I want you to turn your knee out, and then I want you to lean forward here. Knee out, lean forward, just stretching through the outer hip. And go ahead and switch sides. On Saturdays, we have virtual yoga, and it is a great way to just recover from the week, especially if you're someone who holds stress in your muscles, in your body, tension through your neck. Sometimes we don't realize how stressed we've been all week until we realize we go to stretch and the body just doesn't want to stretch. So I highly, highly recommend that you join Meredith, and then just lean forward here. We're going to lean forward to open up our hip. And Travis, her demo guy for yoga on Saturdays. And we also have it linked in the library here. You can just scroll up, scroll down, and find that recorded yoga class, and then jump in. They do it outside, so it's even nicer. You can see the outdoor area and the birds chirping. It's good. All right, one last stretch here, just leaning into this, opening up our hips. And then just some swimmer claps. A lot of push-ups we did today. And then big, big circles here to loosen it all up. All right, that's it. Thank you, Lysandra, for being here, being able to demonstrate. The rest of you guys, have a great day. We'll see you back next time.